I think a lot of men, they can separate. You can separate. Yeah. We're built different. I think we're built a lot different than
So
y'all.
much different.
Yeah.
And because women, I think for women, we mistake, intimacy with love. In the minds of a lot of women, the moment you get intimate, oh, he cares about me already, he loves me, because when you're doing intimacy together, when you kiss each other, you say things. The woman...
You cuss all the time.
Huh?
So you cuss all the time.
Or what are you saying?
Yeah. You use more F-bombs. Only time I heard you using F-bombs.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Woohoo! You like the freaky stuff, huh? I can be naughty too. Real freaky naughty.
What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. I'm Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng. But before we start, I have some curious questions for you.
What kind of questions?
Remember when you sent me that picture?
Well, what picture?
That picture.
Oh, that picture.
Yeah. What is going through your mind when you send the picture to me like that?
I don't know, but why are we talking about it in front of them?
Because I want to know how men think.
Just, I'm just feeling strong. I'm just feeling strong, and I just, it's kind of like when I come out of the gym. When I'm all yoked out and stuff, and take a little selfie. kind of like the same principle.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated on our latest videos.
And stay to the end of the video, because it sounds like there's going to be a whole bunch of bloopers and outtakes.
Yes, and there are a whole bunch of questions that you need to answer.
Leave your comments below, because we love to read them.
And we love to respond.
They'll probably be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cheng, kick the intro, and let's get into this video. Rolling by trike. Here we go. All right, can we get back
Wait, hold on. I have some more questions for you.
All right, wait. Okay.
I was just saying, what goes to your mind when you send me those pictures?
What pictures? I don't send no pictures. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, I have evidence. I have receipts. Do you want to see my collection?
No.
No?
No. I know what I look like.
Oh. Yeah, so when you send those kind of pictures, what do you expect from us? Like, what reply do you expect from us? Do you expect us to give you a thumbs up, a heart, a wow?
First of all, I don't know what kind of pictures you're talking about. I'm just saying, just for the record. But
Objection,
when
Your Honor.
when other cats might send those, I'll just speak for the other dudes who send such pictures.
Okay, fair enough.
Right? I don't know. I just, in my mind, in my imagination, I just imagine like you see the picture and you get all excited and you start salivating and you start getting moist in certain places. I mean like sweat. You start getting moist and and all that. Yeah, you start getting all hot and bothered and you maybe you like call me up immediately and and like say, hey,
do you want to meet up? Can I go
come
there?
over or something like that. I mean, that's in my crazy imagination.
But normally, because in the mind of a woman, so when someone sends something like that, especially your partner, of course, our initial reaction is to appreciate what we saw.
Oh, well, let me ask you. When you send pictures like that, what do you expect? I mean, what's the reaction you're expecting from me?
I don't know, because I'm just showing, like, for example, this is not me, I'm just speaking for the other girls over there.
Got it.
Like, for example, when we send pictures like that, it's like me reciprocating to what you gave me. So this is this is what happened, the aftermath after you send me that picture.
Well, but sometimes you just send some random stuff, late night, random shots of stuff, If I just didn't respond at all, would it bother you?
Yeah, I will be a little offended.
Right. So what do you expect? How do you expect me to respond?
Send me a picture also.
So you want a return shot?
Yes. Yes,
right?
we talk about reciprocating. So when I send you something, reciprocate.
Got it.
That's all I'm saying.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
but to me, what I normally expect when you send something like that to me. So I would expect that, oh wow, I'll be.
Hey, but I got a question. But seriously though, when most women see pictures like that, and I mean like the woman you're dating, the woman you've already been intimate with several times over, when you send a picture of your junk or a picture of your goods, is the woman put off? Like, is she like oh ew, or is she like ooh?
I think it's the latter. It's ooh.
But why? Then how come women? Some women are like, how come some women will be like, kind of like, ugh.
So I think it's a little hypocrite to say like, ooh, why would you send that? Because you're doing intimate things together already.
Do you think the woman might just be like, I don't want him to know it turns me on? Probably,
because maybe it hurts her ego to know that she's really into me, you know.
Right.
So because some women would do that, it doesn't bother me at all because when I send him a picture, I think it will get him riled up. But when he sends me a picture, it doesn't really,
But why would she act like that if she's sending me pictures though?
I think it's more of ego. I think it's more of ego that I would rather you react to my picture than me reacting to your picture.
But let me ask you another question. What about for the woman that you're not dating? The woman like you met her online, you met her on Tinder, and you met her on a dating site, and late at night, you've been talking a little bit, maybe for a week, and late at night you're doing your thing and you're like, no. Let's say you've been talking to her for just a couple weeks, for just like a week or so. Do you think she's like disgusted, like, how dare you? Do you think she's like disgusted, like, how dare you? Or
I think half of them would be, or a majority of them would say, how dare you? Because you're just talking for a couple of weeks, you said.
Right.
So you haven't reached that level of, online intimacy, I think, no? Because once you talk about, I think the cue or the key to when to send those kind of pictures is when you're already talking intimate things together.
So she has to like initiate the conversation.
I think
about
so.
Intimacy.
I think it would scare away a lot of Filipinas when you do that.
So, but I got a question for you. I got a whole bunch of questions now. I mean, you kind of opened the can of worms. So, I remember like the one video we did a while back, and you said, what goes through a man's mind? I wonder what goes through a woman's mind when he like shoots the load in you.
Oh.
When he shoots the load in you, what goes? I mean, can you feel it?
A little.
Is it like hot?
No,
like hot sauce.
It's like a geyser.
You can feel it?
Not really, but we can feel that it went out already. We can feel the contraction of the muscles that it went out.
But you can't feel it inside you?
Not really. You can feel a little difference when it comes to temperature. Maybe a little warm and probably a little warm. Right. But also you were asking what goes through the mind of a woman.
Yeah, like when you feel it, because it feels, once you drop that load off, it feels different in there. It feels squishy, like it's a good feeling. I said, but like, what is when a woman feels that? What goes through her mind? What do you guys think?
Number one is that she'll start, oh, thank God he finished. Because because I think that, it served the purpose of doing the deed with your partner, because your objective is to satisfy your partner. And
so not like it's finally over.
No, it's not. It's finally over. It's like, yes, I did my job.
Okay.
Something like that.
Something. Job well done.
Job well done. Another thing is that, especially if you're not wearing protection, I might get pregnant. Something like that. So
it's kind of too late. I mean, ain't that like the bahala na?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bahala na.
Bahala na. Oh my God. Because one moment, yes, I did my job. Oh.
Damn.
It's like, you suddenly, just like just like post-nut clarity, diba? It's euphoria. But only for 1 second, you realize that,
Right.
I might get pregnant. So, yeah.
Okay, and then the other question I have, because you guys always ask us, and there's all these magazines and all these videos about what's on a man's mind. But okay, like if you were, let's assume, or let's pretend that you might do certain things to yourself. I know you don't. But let's pretend as if you did. What would go through a woman's mind when she reaches that point? You know, how do you feel when you reach that point? Like, you know,
that
when you, right?
It's
The
like,
explosion. What goes through a woman's mind? I know how I feel. Like it's like we talked about the euphoric feeling. What goes through a woman's mind?
I think we go through that same phase also because before that,
You want a hot dog?
no, not really. I want
Some Kool-Aid?
some sleep.
Right.
Some sleep because
go
it
to sleep?
immediately want to go to sleep. But before that,
You want a sandwich?
no,
So it's not the same as
it's probably not the same
So
as
it
you
ain't the
guys.
same as us.
Probably not the same as you
I want a
guys.
sandwich, some
But-
Kool-Aid, and I want to sleep.
But you know what's crucial is before reaching the big O. It's because you don't want to miss that spot because once you miss it, it's going to be super hard to reach that again to that level. So I mean, you have to be really consistent to be hitting the right spot, the right angle, and then the moment you reach that, yes, it's like a sigh of relief and just that like good feeling.
What's better, that or the real man?
I think the real man.
You think?
Yeah, I think the real man. The real man. Because the real man because you know how to do that or how to please yourself, you know.
Right.
But when someone else is doing service or doing it to you, you know, sometimes it's frustrating because he doesn't get the right spot. But if someone else is doing it for you, you're just concentrated on the sensation.
Right.
So you're not doing all the work. But if it's just you, it will be quick, less than 10 minutes or less than 5 minutes.
I can get it done in 2 minutes. It's like the phone calls in our live stream. 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
You're done.
Minutes and 2
Yeah, because you know exactly where to put your
I know
hands.
every spot.
Yeah.
I know every spot,
Yeah.
Jack.
But of course, you want that intimacy with your partner. You want that shared moment. That's why I think it's better with a partner. I'm just saying too that there are certain tools also
I know.
that
Yeah.
you know can give us 2 and 2.
It's like they're drilling for oil, huh?
Yes. Okay, so after sex with your partner or with someone else, with a woman, of course. So how
Who's the
attached?
woman?
Huh?
Who's the woman?
Someone, maybe let's frame it as intimacy because I'm assuming that it's with your partner.
Okay, so it's me and my partner.
You and your partner.
She got big titties.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
Big nipples.
probably. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
Juicy coochie.
juicy.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So how attached does a man feel after intimacy or after sex?
I don't know, but it does depend on how good the moment was. I mean, if it was just, you know, if y'all was vibing, if you guys were vibing and everything just went really good and it was, you know, everything was cool, it matters. But if it's your partner and you guys are vibing and all that, it does matter. And you get more attached to her. The more you do it, I think the more you have the desire as a man, the more you have a desire to protect her. I don't know how to explain it. But you wouldn't feel, if it was just some woman you're giving money to, you wouldn't feel that way. You're just like, okay, it's time for you to leave, right? We're done, leave, you know, money's on the table. But if it's a woman you care about, you want to protect that woman.
You somehow feel attached to her.
You feel attached to her, yeah.
So you grow feelings.
You could catch some feelings. I think the more you do it, especially if it's somebody you digging, let's say you guys go out and have dinner, and you guys just chilling, just kicking it, having fun, and you vibing and things are good. You keep doing that. You can start off chill. You can start off as friends, but I'm telling you, if you keep doing that and you guys keep vibing, you're gonna catch feelings. I don't care how strong you are as a dude. It's very easy for most guys to catch feelings, and for sure a lot of women to catch feelings.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've heard that, you know, that there are Filipinas who actually just want to be like FUBU. you know, the F-buddies.
They exist. You know who that is out here? The married women. The married but separated women. That's how they lure a lot of dudes in. The dude will be like, you know, you're married, I'm cool. It's okay. We can just be friends. So then when you start hanging out, then she starts seducing you. And if you get in certain situations and she just said, no, it's cool, you know, I just want, you know, and you'll get sucked. That's a way that some of the married women will suck you in. What if you both just say, okay, I agree. Are you cool on this? Yeah, I'm cool, right? You're in you know, she's in her 40s or her late 30s. She's not dating, you know, she's busy, you're busy. And I mean, and you guys just have an agreement.
No, it doesn't work that way, because women are women, and I understand women that even if they say that there's going to be no feelings attached, I bet you that it's going to be step number 1 to lure you in. So, do you think men can separate intimacy from emotion as easily as they claim?
I think so. It depends on the situation, depends on the woman. If you're attracted to the woman, it gets harder. It gets harder, especially if you hang out outside of just doing the nasty. If you're just bumping uglies and you know, swapping spit, it's one thing. But when you go out and you're hanging out, you go out and you're having fun, you're eating together, chumming it up together, you start forming a connection. I'm telling you, a man's body, your body just says what it says. Your mind might say, your mind might say, you should only do X, Y, and Z with this woman. Your body doesn't give a damn whose hole that is. Does not care. It just wants a hole. I think a lot of men, they can separate. You can separate. Yeah. We're built different. I think we're built a lot different than y'all.
So much different.
Yeah.
And because women, I think for women, we mistake, intimacy with love. In the minds of a lot of women, the moment you get intimate, oh, he cares about me already, he loves me, because when you're doing intimacy together, when you kiss each other, you say things that you normally wouldn't say when you're not doing the nasty to each other. What I'm saying is that women mistake intimacy with love, because the moment, you say some stuff during the actual moment. So the woman, like, oh, he said that to me during the moment. So we cannot separate that. A lot of women cannot separate that actual
I think most women can't. I think most women can't do it.
He really cares about me.
But I think that's the reason why a lot of women think that they put themselves in this higher class, because some quality dude beat the cheeks, or some Chad came along and beat the cheeks. So now she thinks that she's in his class, right? She thinks she's in this class with this, I dated rich guys, I dated millionaires. No, you didn't. You got the cheeks beat by a millionaire, right? And where's he now? He's gone. He was gone the next day. You ain't seen him since, right? So I'm just saying, that's why a lot of women think, they think like he thought the same way. He didn't think the same way. He knew what it was. And secretly, I think you knew what it was. But you're trying to trick yourself into believing this some bull and believe that it was something special. It wasn't.
Is it true that physical intimacy can cloud a man's judgment?
Hell yeah. If you're a man, there are three instances. If you're a man, you should never make decision. 4 times is when you're angry. When you're angry, you're drinking, you're on drugs, or when you're butt naked. You never make good decisions. You will do things that you wouldn't normally do when you're naked. And I'm just telling you, your judgment is impaired. Your judgment is off. When you're naked, or when you're in bed next to a naked woman, you're going to say and do things you wouldn't normally do. So I would say absolutely, your judgment is so clouded. It's like being angry. It's the same as being angry, where you just do dumb you say dumb you regret later.
So do you think SCX can make men overlook the red flags?
Definitely. Leave your comments below. I think that's why that's part of the game plan for a lot of Filipinas. Is they hit him with the lube job, they hit him with the oil change, and he don't care about none of the red flags. Because
what matters is what she's giving you at the moment.
Man, that sometimes that lube job can be something else. So does SEX affect how seriously you see the relationship afterward? Does it affect like your thinking, where you're like, goddamn, that was good. Like, maybe I could be with him.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it would make her decide quicker, because I think that's one factor to consider. Especially it's physical intimacy. Eh.
Right.
So you need to have good physical intimacy with your partner, especially if you want to see that person as your long-term partner.
So you could be like, so I don't know if I can see myself with Richard Rich, for too long. He's okay, but he don't have enough money. And then I'm like,
I told you. I told you I would give you.
He's okay. He's okay. Yeah, Richie Rich is all right. I like him.
Yeah.
Right? I really like him.
Yeah.
He's growing on me.
Yeah.
He's growing in me.
Literally.
Yeah.
But I told you, I think it matters a lot for women.
It can change your mind.
It can change your mind.
Good sausage.
For sure.
I'm just saying.
Especially performance matters.
Right. Eat the pie.
Of course.
Right. Hey, I'm about to ask you probably. If a dude didn't eat the pie, would you like stay with him, or you think you could? You think you'd be okay?
I'm not gonna be okay.
You gotta eat the pie.
Yeah, I think if I communicated with him that this is how I want to be satisfied, and then he said, "No, I'm not doing that."
Right.
Okay, deuces.
Right. If you're chugging sausage, you gotta eat some pie.
Yeah, we have to, because you if you're going to communicate with me how you want me to satisfy you, then you better do the same for me.
I understand. It's just a question.
Sorry.
Saying all accusatory. I'm like, this is a question.
No.
Eat my share of pie. Do you think most women can detach the act and just have it be a physical act? So they can just take all the intimacy out of it and just have it be a physical act?
No.
What if it's just for money? What if it's just for, what if you're getting paid to do it? Can you do it then?
I think so. Because you have that certain mindset.
Let me just say what I want to say. I think there's a lot of women out here who are freelancers, right? So they're not out in the streets, but they might be on the dating apps. They might pose as massage people or whatever, and they're doing it for money. And they're not trying to, they act like they're trying to be in a relationship. They kind of act, but really they're doing it for money. Do you think those women can just do it for the money?
I think so. Even if they don't have feelings for you, they will pursue you because I can get money from this. Guy.
But they don't necessarily want to be with you, but they want to get the money from you.
Yeah, they want to get the money from you. And if, example, I can lure him in to be in a relationship with me, then I can get more money consistently from this guy.
I'm a big believer that there's a lot of women here who they're undercover freelancers. They're undercover freelancers. They're never going to say it, but that's how they make their money. They'll go on to Tinder or they'll go on to dating sites and they will pose as, like they're trying to start a relationship. How do you have a woman who might have like 3 kids or something like that, and she doesn't have a job? Where's she getting money from? I believe that she might have, several clients or customers, whatever. And no shade, but I'm just saying, I think there's women who can do that because it's like doing a job. It's like they're doing a job.
I think also that they make themselves believe that, I'm just doing this for money.
What are they doing it for?
They're deep inside, they also have this motive that I really want a partner.
I think so too. I'm with that. I think they trick themselves into thinking, I really,
I'm just thinking this is just about the money. Okay, I'm just doing this. But deep inside, her intention or her desire is to find a man who can give her the money. And then eventually, if this guy is okay, then maybe he can catch feelings for me.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's legit?
I think that's legit because, a lot of women or a lot of people here are on survival mode. You will do whatever you can just to survive.
I do have one last question though.
Shoot.
For women, can sex ever feel empty? Even if it feels good, even if it was like good, he just beat the hell out of your cheeks, blew your back out, all of that, but it feels empty afterward.
I think it happens for some women, especially if like, for example, you're in a long-term commitment with that person and you're no longer emotionally connected to that person. So you still care about each other, but you're emotionally detached from that person, especially if there's some other guy involved that's feeding you emotionally,
Right.
you know? For example, you're married with your partner and then she is doing it on the under, and
You know people like that?
I know people like that. Okay, so for example, you still need to fulfill your obligation and your duty to
What's
your
your
partner.
obligation?
Obligation is to give you 3 piece.
I'll give you the 3-piece.
But, you know, I can do those things with you without, just out of obligation,
Right.
without feeling anything.
Right.
So just out of obligation, but the other person is I feel connected with emotionally. So some men are saying that I'm just gonna pay to play. You know, I'm just gonna get one out and then, you know, just release what I need to release and move on to the next without emotional attachment. But at the end of the day, do you really just want to keep doing that and not
I don't think you do.
You want to share. You don't want
to
to
share something.
Yeah.
You want to share a bond, a connection. You just don't want the hassle and the that goes with it. But you want a connection with somebody. And I think that's a good point. That's a good point. I think guys will say, I'll just pay to play, but they don't really want to. They wish they had a connection or somebody that they could have a connection with and do the other stuff with. But they're like, yeah, I'm cool with all of that. She's just going to be a headache.
I think men also would want someone to share intimacy with.
Yeah.
Because you get tired of it. It's just everything is transaction. You don't get some connection. Diba? When you grow older, you want someone to share your life with.
I think you do. I think most people do. Maybe not everybody, but I think most people do.
I agree.
Are we done now?
Yeah.
We just blew a whole video.
I'm so sorry. But, you know, at least thank you for clarifying those things to me. And I think this will make a good video.
There's an assortment of topics we covered. So leave your comments below. Let us know what you think. Give us your opinion about the topics we talked about. And if you want, leave a timestamp so we know where you're at and what you're talking about too.
Yeah, I agree.
We covered a whole bunch of stuff.
I know, right? And speaking of covering a whole bunch of stuff, if you have a lot of questions in your mind and you want to be prepared before you come here to the Philippines, how about book a consultation with Rich first before planning to come here? Because he's gonna put you up on game and he's gonna answer most of your questions or all of them.
Answer all of them.
Yeah.
Whether you're traveling here or coming here to stay for a long time, definitely give me a call. I'll answer all your questions. And I guarantee you one thing. I will save you a hell of a lot more money than you will spend out here in the Philippines.
Send an email to this address and book a consultation now.
You got it.
Wait, hold on. So before...
Slow down, honey. Slow down, okay? So if she catches feelings and I don't, what am I supposed to do? And she gonna catch some feelings with the tools I'm working with.
Yeah, and I'm sure. And also, that's where it gets tricky. Because...
Not tricky.
It is.
To Rocco.
I stopped myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped myself from singing. But anyway, when you're doing intimacy together, when you kiss each other, you say things that you normally wouldn't say when you're not doing the nasty to each other. You know, you somewhat, the woman...
You cuss all the time.
Huh?
So you cuss all the time.
What are you saying?
Yeah. You need more F-bombs.
At least you don't have to bleep it, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's the only time I heard you using F-bombs.
Sorry.
Anyway,
but
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is that... What am I saying? You know, a funny thing that... Sorry. You know, beans, like mung beans.
I knew you were going to do this. Go ahead, finish it.
Mung beans. You throw, okay, I'm gonna throw this on the other room, huh? Pick it up. And then I'll be in the other room with my guest. And then the kids are not yet done picking up the mung beans, and then you're done already.
Right. You sure you got them all? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thanks for sharing that, Cheng. Yeah.
I think, you know, for the most part, no shade on men saying that, you know, I'm just gonna pay for flay. I'm just gonna pay
for I'm going to pay for flay.
Chick-fil-A. But anyway, some men are saying that, you know, I'm just gonna pay for play and pay to play. Okay, thank you. So I think we talk about deep inside. So deep inside you.
Deep inside what?
Deep inside. Deep inside my feelings. I think deep inside, you know, men also. I think this is
deep inside.
Huh?
I'm gonna get deep inside.
Okay. So I think that men also.
And if you like this video, we got a whole bunch of other videos that are just as good,
if not better. So check those out too. And YouTube says the best way to help our channel grow and support our channel is to watch another one of our videos right after this one.
In the meantime, I'm Richie Rich for Richie Rich Abroad.
And this is Cheng reminding you guys to lead with your character, not with your cash.
You ready?
Yeah.
Knock this out. Got me all hot and bothered. Deuces.
We're out.